Hey guys, welcome back to our urban homestead, and I'm back with another week of what we ate from the pantry. So I hope you enjoy. If you are not, make sure you subscribe, and as always, make sure you like this video and drop a comment below. Tonight for dinner, I'm making wet burritos. I already made some rice. I'm not going to show you because I've made rice plenty of times. I opened up a couple jars of my black beans, and I'm going to use a pint of my taco meat, and I'm just going to mix that all up together. Now it's time to roll these babies up. And I'm going to throw these in a 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes. Now that the outside of our taco shells are nice and crispy, I'm going to pour some of my enchilada sauce. This is actually a combination of enchilada sauce and taco sauce mixed together. I will leave those videos in the description if you haven't checked those out already. And I'm going to top them with some cheese, and back into the oven they will go. Anyone else who has dogs, do your dogs come running every time you have cheese? You gotta pay the tax. I'm gonna top these with a couple green onions that I had left in the fridge, and I'm using this awesome new cutting board. It comes with all of these different inserts for the cutting board. It's a bamboo cutting board, and I really love it. So all of the little inserts store easily in there. I will leave that linked in the description in case you're interested in checking it out. I've really been loving it. I also like it because the inserts fold up easily for you to throw stuff into your bowl or whatever. Yeah, so I've really been enjoying it. Don't throw those onion bottoms away. I'm putting them into a little cup, filling it with some water, and putting it in my kitchen windowsill. Now I'm just going to sprinkle these green onions on and make our plates. We like to have tacos or some variation of that at least once a week. And here is April's plate. So it's early morning, and I want to make some noodles for our supper tonight, and Dolene is needing to be used up. So I'm going to make some sourdough noodles. It's super easy. 1 cup of your sourdough starter. It can be active or your discard. And I will leave the recipe in the description for this. It's super, super simple. Then I'm going to add 4 eggs. If you're using store-bought eggs, you want them to be room temperature. But because I have my own hens, I'm using my own eggs. And then 3 cups of flour. It's that easy. And then my dough hook is on, and I'm gonna need this for 10 minutes. So, not gonna lie here, guys, my mixer is getting a little run down from all of the bread baking and everything that I've done this year, and I typically don't need my hand because it really does bother my MS. If I need my hand, it just literally kills me. But I'm sucking it up, and I needed this for another 5 minutes after it came out of the mixer. You want to let this rest for 30 minutes. So after the dough has rested for 30 minutes, I'm going to cut this into 8 sections. Now, 8 sections is not necessary if you have like a pasta attachment for your KitchenAid, but I don't. So I roll my noodle dough out with a rolling pin. And I find that it's a lot easier to do if the dough is broken into smaller sections. So I just kind of give a light dusting of the dough with flour, and I kind of like pull it apart, and then I roll it out. You can do this as thick or as thin as you would like. There's really no wrong thickness. It's all a preference. Now I've got all 8 pieces rolled out, and I'm just going to take this pizza cutter and cut it into strips. I really don't worry about the uniformity, I don't know, is that a word? Of the shapes and sizes of my noodles. For me, that's what gives it a rustic, homemade feel. So now you can dry these on a drying rack, but for me, I just lay them on a cookie sheet. I'll sprinkle a little bit of flour, and I will just lay them on this cookie sheet, and like every hour, I'll just go fluff them up a bit and toss them. All right, and here is our mess of noodles. All right, so change of dinner plans. I was gonna make like a chicken tetrazzini type deal, but I am going to make like a chicken and noodles type deal instead, with gravy. All right, so this is just 2 quarts of my chicken soup starter. And this is a jar of turkey gravy that I canned right around Thanksgiving time. And I'm just gonna put this on high. And we're gonna let this go. I'm in the middle of making some cookies and a couple other things that the house has requested. So I will be back in a few. A couple hours has passed, and now I'm going to add all of these noodles. I was not sure at first about how many I would add, because you can either freeze these noodles or you can put them in your dehydrator for 2 hours, or you can simply just leave them out overnight if you have a cool, dry area. But I'm opting, like, I'm going, go big or go home. So, and we like leftovers. So I'm going to add all of these noodles, and then I'm going to let these cook for an hour. Now, if you were going to boil these in water, if they were fresh, you would only need to boil these for about 3 to 4 minutes because it is fresh pasta. Fresh pasta does not take as long to cook as dry pasta. If this was dry, I would definitely do 7 minutes instead of the 4. This was exactly what I was looking for. And there is our plate for tonight. So tonight for dinner, we are gonna have sourdough, blueberry pancakes, bacon, and eggs. I've got all my ingredients measured out, and I will leave this recipe in the description. I'm just gonna whisk up my eggs and my milk. Calls for sourdough, discard or starter, active or not active, and some flour, a little bit of sugar, baking soda, and baking powder. So I'm just going to mix the wet ingredients in with my sourdough, give that a nice whisk, and then add it to my dry ingredients. Everything is mixed, and I don't know if you can see, but this is already really bubbly. So I've got my cast iron skillet nice and warm, and I'm just going to add, this is a 1/2 cup measure, I believe. Little 1/2 cup and spread it around. You guys, these pancakes are so fluffy and delicious. And then I'm just going to sprinkle some of these blueberries on top. These are frozen. I bought them when they were in season and froze some of them. All right, here's the finished plate. Again, these pancakes are amazing. I'm going to put some syrup that I made from my corn cobs. I do this every year, and I will link the video in the description for that. Yum. Hey guys, welcome back to our urban homestead, and I'm back with another week of what we ate from the pantry. So I hope you enjoy. If you are not, make sure you subscribe. And as always, make sure you like this video and drop a comment below.